Hello friends, welcome to How to Valen channel. This is AI Valen stream. I was doing data engineering, now I jumped to AI Valen because I found an interesting idea I wanted to share with you. I stumbled across a requirement. We get busy with work, and at the same time, we've been asked to do a lot of things. So I was feeling like some of the work we can automate just to stay complaint over work. So I was feeling like, for this work, if I have an extension, it would have been much better. Such a requirement came to me. I was down and with so much of work, and I was feeling, why not? If you have such a extension or a tool, it would be much interesting for me. One, in places I really don't have time, this extension can help. In the second place, I am quicker, and I really need this extension to do the job for me. So my hands are busy doing something, and if let's say if I was taking care of my home core work, and in the meantime I need to do something, that time this extension can help. Something like that I came across, and that's when I was feeling like I need an extension. Should I download it? Nah. Why? Better I write it on my own because of the availability of AI tools now. Let's see what that extension is all about, and how did I finish writing the code, and how did I test everything I want to show you today. This video is going to be comparatively short compared to all other videos that we have done in the past. So let's get started. All right. So as usual, our objective: build my own Chrome extension for clicking a button of my like repeatedly with a delay. So here I identify a particular button in a web browser, be a YouTube or something, or any other uh, button. For example, even if you're playing a game in online, if you just want to click some button continuously, uh, but you would ask me, why would I play such a game just for the sake I play? No, I mean, it can be used in many circumstances, but I definitely have a requirement, so I wanted to do it. And this Reddit post um, exactly echoed my requirement. Just want to show you that. You see here, I'm looking for an extension that would click a button. I'm not sure if it exists. Apologies. Okay. So blah blah blah. You can read it. He says that there is a web-based presentation which is quite slow compared to what I do. I have seen people who has a very good reading rate. One of my colleagues used to read a full email in just 5 seconds. It takes me 50 seconds. So I'm 10 times slower than him. So there are people who has such a reading comprehension skill. So they read much faster than others do. So why would I say that? So people has a varying tendencies, but there's web UIs are timed for an average person. So we don't need such thing. If there is a way that we can bypass it, that's a requirement from him, this Reddit user. So I was in the same line. How did I stumble upon this request? Because I was also searching for the same extension, and I stumbled upon such a request. So I felt, okay, there are people who are looking for the same, and if I go search in Google, there are many people who is requesting for this extension. I felt, should I download an extension? Should I search for like him? See, for instance, this extension was requested a year back only. So should I also go search in Reddit, or should I develop my own with the latest AI chatbots available? So I thought, why not give it a try to develop the script on my own. I did it. Can we achieve it? Yes, absolutely, you can achieve it. So tools that you need for achieving this: Comet AI browser. I use Comet and Perplexity. So I love Perplexity, guys. You didn't believe me. I felt you might have seen my videos. Gemini. I have appreciated Gemini at one stage. Then I hated Copilot. I hated Copilot a lot in the month of January and February. Then skills have grown with Copilot. Copilot become its accuracy was kept on increasing. I was an experienced user of Copilot, and I am using it even today. It has tremendously grown, but I wouldn't undermine other AI tools. But Perplexity is my favorite. compared to others. Gemini, I have not used it after I started using Perplexity, but I will definitely give it a try with Gemini as well. Copilot, Gemini are because I am already in the ecosystem of Google, and I'm already in the ecosystem of Perplexity, so I don't need. And I'm also already in the ecosystem of Copilot, so I didn't need another ecosystem like other AI tools. So I'm not going to use other AI tools here. Only Perplexity I'm going to use, and a portable Chrome for testing your extension. So these are the only two tools you need, and a little bit of prompt engineering knowledge. That's it. I've been watching so many prompt engineering tutorials, how to fine tune your prompts, and how to make your responses quicker. How to, I mean, there are many tips and tricks in prompt engineering. ChatGPT 5 brought in a lot of prompt engineering. Prompt engineering enhancements. So and there were a lot of uh, tutorials on how to prompt a ChatGPT 5 itself. So similar to that, I mean, but you will get along with it. Okay, at one point in time, people doesn't know how to search in Google. Say for instance, 20 years, 25, 22 years, I was using Google. When the initial, but I was better in Google search in the first 2 3 years itself. I know what a plus symbol is, what is a double quote is in Google. All that I came to know in just 2 3 years after getting into Google. But there, those were not many people were aware of. The similar to that is prompting. So you start using it, you will enhance your skill and you will go good with it. Okay, so that's what prompt is all about. So what we need to do for developing this code, we need to prompt Perplexity. Okay, in the Comet AI browser. If you want, you can use your perplexity.ai UI as well. But I have already a Comet browser and I'm using agentic browser, and we might have seen. Um, okay, and you might have seen videos of me using Comet to achieve some agentic tasks in my previous videos. So let's get started, guys. First thing first. So we need to prompt perplexity with our requirement, which is I need a Chrome extension which auto clicks a button with a delay for the number of times exactly we ask. The button will be fed manually. When I say manually, it's a CSS code. So we can mention the button CSS code will be fed manually. Give me the complete code for it. I already have the code. I already prompted it many times. I'm just giving you an example of this prompt, but I already prompted it. It was nearly 4 hours work for me. You wouldn't. That's too long for this. You blame me, but I'm not a front end developer, guys. I'm completely not a front end developer. I know PL SQL and SQL better, Python and shell scripting. I know Ansible. I know, but I am not a guy who writes uh, JS or any other front end React or Angular. I don't write them, so I'm not a JS code guy. Okay, so but I can understand the code. Okay, so then copy the code which Perplexity provides you as per the instruction it provides to the create the follow the copy the code and follow the Perplexity instruction to create the extension folder. So you will copy the code and then copy them into the extension folder. But use the extension on the portable Chrome browser to test the functionality. I prefer portable Chrome browser. Right now, I don't have a justification. I feel I wanted an isolated environment. I don't want to use my existing Chrome browser for any reasons. For my code, it can malfunction, it can destroy, or it can create problems. So I don't want to use it. I wanted to put it in an isolated environment, so I use a portable Chrome browser. It's up to you if you want, however you want to design. And finally, cherry on the cake is reverse generate the prompt to sum up all the work you have done until now, such that the prompt become. I want to make the prompt a customizable prompt, a request. In future, if I want to enhance this code further, I just put the prompt back again and I will customize the section. Say for instance, in this particular prompt itself, we are asking click a one button, delay and number of times 3 variables we are adding, and the fourth input we are saying we will provide, which is CSS button, and this itself becomes 4 options. And in future, if I wanted to customize it, say for instance, I'll say 2 buttons I'll feed, and 2 buttons have a varying different delay, and number of times can also change. Something like that I will customize it in the same code. So such things are there. All right. So I so I wanted to reverse generate a prompt, and I will store this prompt, and I may probably use the same prompt, put it in Gemini, generate a code, put it in Copilot, generate a code, and see I can put it in any AI tool to verify whether the code is accurate. Even a step further, I can use the code which was generated by Perplexity and load it to a GPT-5 model in Perplexity, or a Claude model in Perplexity, or a Gemini model in Gemini, and validate if the code is accurate. So I can have a second opinion, third opinion, fourth opinion as we get from a doctor. So likewise, I can double check my code if the code is accurate, and fix all the security flaws as well. Those are the testing requirements. But for now, we are not going to do that in much in detail. I'll just show you the code for, just show you my prompt. So this is my prompt. You can see here, I have been playing with this for time and time for 4 hours or so. It is giving me so many codes. Finally I got what I need. No more listing of buttons needed. Leave the CSS selector, just stay there, but delay and click stay as well. So I got the code finally. Give me all the codes. I got it, and I already pushed all my codes into my uh, extension folder. So you can see here this many versions I have developed. One of the version was very advanced for its requirement, and I even could not test it fully, but it is working code, but I don't want to use it at for the moment. And the one which I developed now is this auto click symbol. So manifest is very important code, uh, and on top of it popup.html, which actually gives you the Chrome extension UI, and the popup JavaScript is the one which actually performs the action. Content.js is actually to store your this extension variables and information. So these are the main uh, modules or code sections that you need. So manifest tells you about, it gives you a name for your extension, for example, that is included in manifest. Okay, and it gives you the instruction also how to publish your code. See, fill in. So you only need content.js and corresponding content script section in manifestation if you want to auto behavior and navigate and page update. So and then fill in the delay and optionally auto trigger page reload. Yeah, I mean if at all I wanted to have an auto trigger on page reloads and navigation, I need content.js. I need it. So in case if my screen changes or reloads with a new screen, but the button still same, the button on the UI, right, will have the same CSS selector. The extension will look for only that particular button. For example, the value. If that value is there in the UI, if that value is there in the uh, UI, UI content, then that value will be picked up by the extension. That's all. Nothing else it does. It doesn't read your personal data. I am not actually processing it. It's not sending it to me, guys. Trust me. Okay. So it's not going to send it to anyone as well. All right. So I can probably show you this code a bit. I will also develop a mind map. So you can see here, this is all the manifest is. This is the name of my extension. Enter a CSS selector, select delete. So it gives you all these options: active tab, scripting, storage. This is popup HTML. You can see here CSS selector. What is my button? For example, .ytb add skip button. This is a class, the button class from YouTube. Example they gave it. And delay before each click and number of times. So by default it is 0 and number of clicks is 1, and auto click. So that's a button. and popup.js is the one which actually performs the action. So I will be uploading this to my GitHub. You can download it from there, and also it will be there in my blog as usual, so you can take it from there as well if you want. And content.js is the one which for reloading the page. In case if your page reloads or navigates and the button stays same, it will store the information. That button click information it will store and reuse it. So that's the main idea behind this content.js. Alright, so let's test it. It's time to test it. Alright, how do we manage our extension? You go to the extensions, manage extensions, and you see here so many extensions I was testing from yesterday. Few of the extensions were driving me crazy, so I have disabled all other extension, kept only one extension enabled, which is simple auto clicker version 1. You can see here it's version 1 id read your browsing history. Yeah, I don't know if it reads browsing history, and what it does I don't know. I have seen many times these extensions reading your browsing history, doing x and y z task, and when I developed my own extension and I saw this read your browsing history, I'm not doing anything by reading this browsing history, but I have allowed extension of this on all the sites. But you can actually restricted this to only a specific site, which I will actually do if you wanted to do. Okay, so is an unpacked extension you can see. So how do we load this extension? For example, I'll start it from the beginning. I'll delete this. Yeah, remove it and then load unpacked. Okay, so we removed the extension. Now we need to go use this load unpacked extension. And you see this is a path I had my extension. So select this folder. See if there is an error in the code, the first validation, test routine 1. If there is an error in the code, testing the code, what are the various places you test your code? First error, you can see, check if the code fails in the extension, fails when you load the extension. If there is an issue, I have seen guys, if there is a syntax issue or anything, it will fail here itself. I can show you if you want, but it's not the objective of this video, so I'll move on. It will definitely do. You see here it's a developer mode, so you need that to test this. Next, go to this and then YouTube. Let's go into YouTube and search for a video. I'll show you how will I select my button. It's not going to load anything. Machine learning. Andrew Wenji, I love this guy. And like say for example we pick up this YouTube video, and my aim is actually to see if I can mute and unmute this, or play and pause this video repeatedly, right? So that's what I'm going to do. Skip ad also you can do, okay, but for me now I will test only this play button. How do I find the, see, I'll show you first the behavior of this extension. You see here, go to this extension, you see simple auto clicker is the only extension I have. Click that, then its functionality starts. It's asking you for performing the CSS selector. CSS selector is the button, and you can see an example. You see, notice here .ytb add skip button. Okay, this is for skipping this ad here. Okay, but we are not going to do that. Delay before each click, number of times before. So these are the various information you need to feed in. How would I identify the CSS selector I need? This is the button you need. Most of the time you will have here inspect element itself. For example, you will get an inspect for the subscribe. If you do this, you know which button it is directly. You see here YT spec touch by feedback shape fill. All right, but this is it's a layover on top of the YouTube video, and it's a transparent layover, they say in YouTube. If you look at the code, you will see that. So you will not be able to easily get that, but still you can do that. All you need to do is again right click and inspect. It may look challenging, guys, believe me, I know your pain. I also gone through the same pain. This is the output of a 4 hours code. On the same 4 hours, I already figured out the uh, auto detection of the buttons also, but that became a cumbersome. That's very cumbersome to test. So I didn't test that. I can show you that code as well. It will automatically detect all the buttons, but you need to be. I mean, it can the same button can be used in many places. So if you use it for one, if you give that button in this code, it will go to the other location also and can fire it. So I don't use it. So all I need to do is I need to, yeah, I just need to go find where exactly this particular module is here, and you can see here, right? This is the this will be the play button actually. Large play. Right, just bear with me. All right, I tested it only once, so I forgot what did I do, and I think I now found it. See here, you need to click on this YouTube video and click on inspector, and you will get this actual. See here, this is changing, right? Click on here in this, copy this element alone, and take it to a Notepad plus plus. And I found an extension in Notepad plus plus. Okay, I'll tell you what it is. See here, plugin XML tools plugin. If you want, download the pretty printer. So your and the JS script or HTML file will be loaded very properly, and then search for play. And when you search for it, you will see here the YouTube. You will see here YouTube player content, the CSS file, the YouTube player, quick action. Yeah. I think you may feel that this is a hardest route, but no, it's until the time you get used to it. After that, you should be all fine. Large, if I search for large, you can see here itself it's coming. YTB large play button, YTB button, large play. But I guess there is one YTB play button also. I just wanted to see that. Yeah, playlist. Play. Everything is a player, not a play button. Yeah, so which means that large button is oh, you can see here. Yes, we got that. YouTube play button is the class name. This is what we need. Okay. All right, let's go now. Let's expand it, and you will see this clearly. So, like I said, I will put a dot. So, test the module. So, they did that. Delay, it's milliseconds, guys. So, 5000 milliseconds. 5 times will do. 6 times, let's say. Pass, play. 2 times already. So, 3 times pass, play. If it happens, 6 it equals to. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait, I didn't do anything. See, it happened. I'll just keep my cursor here. See? Alright, next again. Pause. Again, it's going to play after 5 seconds. Alright, it played. Again, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, yes. It's going to play again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think it finished 6 times. So we started with past mode. Now we ended with past mode. So this is what this extension does. I think it did what it has to do. We took time to select the CS selector, but I have a code. I told you, I'll show you. I just I okay. I'll show you that, and I'll tell you why I did not prefer that. It was version delay red button detector. I want to see the folder, then I will know it's version 4. This is the one. Enable this, and I'll show you why I didn't prefer this. And you will see now. See, it detected all the buttons. You may wonder why can't we ask AI to actually give me the button names also. See, now it gave me everything. Button play, YTP large button. You see here it says YTP large button play button, but it doesn't control that. YTP play button only, it YTP play button, that's the one which does the trick, right? So you will not know which button actually does the work, but here you get all the button names. Okay. Do you have YTP play buttons actually? Did that code detect that? I don't think it detected it. Right. So, but it does work. It does work. I'll show you this. Maybe we can choose YTP large play button. Let's see. All right. Yeah. If you select this button in the bottom, it will already be selected. You can see here YTB large play button. That YTB button. I think it doesn't come like that, but let me show you. This is a bug in my code. I select same 5000 milliseconds, which is 5 seconds. And two times we do this. Let me see if it auto clicks. It doesn't work. So let's see if this works. No, this button is also wrong. And this is where I told you YTB play button is the right button, not the YTB large play button. So this module doesn't actually detect, and this is a bug in my code, so it doesn't detect my code, the UT play button properly. So that's why I gave up on this and I chose the much simpler code version of it, and I will fix this probably the auto code detection sooner or later, and I'll let you know. But this one, it works perfectly fine. You can see here. Now we just say we just want this code YTP play button and delay 5000 seconds and 4 times. Here you go. So it continues. Stop. See, I didn't do anything. It does it itself. But it's continuing, and I think it already finished 4 button clicks. Okay, because like I said, stop, start, stop, start, 4 times done. That's what this play pause. It's the same button serves both play and pause, right? So that's why 2 times only saw she was talking, but it already did 4 times this action. I was even initially confused, but this is how it happens. Okay, I said the um okay, I and then we developed the code. We copied the code, we followed the instruction provided by Perplexity, and we tested the extension. We also see what are the testing routines possible at the stage. We tested it, and then the last option is to reverse generate the prompt to sum up all our fix-up routine. I mean, we did a lot of changes, right? I mean, I did at least. So I said 4 hours, right? It's not straight away I got it, right? I really spent from the very beginning. Da, da, da. Yeah, so I spent 4 hours to get the code, which means that I had so much of conversation with it, and I don't want to lose it, right? I wanted to instead generate one prompt. I generate one prompt. That prompt will help me develop this code again with a single click and single prompt, and also customize it further. Okay, I asked this to it. Generate a prompt which does the following: develop the code which he gave me in the last response. Two, prompt should provide me with the options to tweak and customize the code further. Certainly. Object develop and customize a Chrome extension with the following: initial development, implement a manifest. Chrome extension simple auto clicker provide the full project structure. The pop-up must allow the user to any CSS selector target element to click, delay, number of times to click on clicking auto click button. Execute the clicking logic on the active tab according to the user's input. No need for listing the buttons on the page, just use the user applied selector. Customizable option. Trigger mode option to auto click when the page loads on a specific event. Example DOM content load dynamic element appearance. I don't have any idea what this guys means. Allow the user to enter and manage the multiple selectors for clicking different elements. Advanced timing. You see so much of customization option it provides. End of prompt. So I copy this prompt and I store it aside. This is the result. And I reuse it every time I need. Right. Yeah. It's done. So this is all guys I wanted to share with you. Video is going to be shorter, but eventually 40 minutes or so I think we already spent. But I think it is useful for you in terms of one way, which is first thing. You don't need anyone to write the code for you. You can develop your own extensions. If for your personal purpose, if at all you want to use. I feel myself confident that for any future work I need to do it in Chrome, I'll have my own extension to the work. Now you have agentic browsers which does the work for you. But additionally, if I don't trust them and if I want a simple task to be completed for myself, I can develop my own code and then I can put it. And that should actually help me achieving this. All right. I guess that's it for this video. I hope you really liked this video. If you really like, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to How to Learn channel. And see you in the next video. Please share it with your friends and please share your valuable feedbacks in the comment section. We'll meet you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.